going to be handing the channel over to my very talented husband Matt, who is going to be painting me a picture for the main bedroom of my doll's house. So Matt, it's over to you.
So Julie's asked me to do a minimalist style painting of some dandelions. I've got this little piece of artboard here, it's 300 GSM, has a textured finish, so it'll give you that almost a canvas sort of look to it. And the size is 76mm by 50mm, so that's 2 inches by 3 inches. We're going to be using a very simple palette of titanium white, raw sienna, mid yellow and yellow ochre. So it's going to be a very simple minimalist style painting. Paintbrushes we're going to be using range from a very small to a medium and to this flat brush that we'll be using for blending. I'll also be using a cocktail stick just for some detail work at the end. First thing we're going to do is coat the actual artboard in just white acrylic all over. Just a nice general coat. Like so. See if you have thicker areas and thinner areas, just generally get it on there, coat the actual board, and this will give us a nice base for blending the other colours. The board will bend a little bit as it gets wetter with the paint, but it will flatten back down when it dries. As you can see there, it's starting to curve, but that's okay. I want a little bit more white in this top corner because I want some a lighter area in this top corner and a darker area in this bottom corner. Okay, so now we're going to go straight in with the yellow ochre to this top corner here. Just gently blend that in. I haven't actually washed the brush off, still got the white on it, so that will blend in. Keep it nice and subtle, a little bit across the middle. Go a little bit heavier to give a bit more depth, and then blend it in. A bit of the raw sienna in this corner here. Then go back in with the white, really blend that in now. Give the brush a bit of a wash, plain water. Back in with some more white. Just blend that in like so. Make sure all the edges and corners are covered. Try and hold it down with just with your fingernail at the end. Do what I do and put my finger in it. So that is the background, pretty much done. Some nice simple easy painting this. Blend that corner in there a little bit more. A bit darker in that corner there. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop this on the radiator for 10 minutes. Let it dry off, make a cup of tea, and then we'll come back and we'll do the next part. So that's all dried nicely now. It's actually just flattened out from the heat of the actual radiator. So what I'm going to do now is actually these stalks just with a little bit of the raw sienna. Nice thin line, got our paintbrush at a nice sharp end. Another one there. And another one there, slightly shorter. And then with the same colour, little dots, like so. Little bits coming down like that. And this will be the centre of the actual dandelion, the actual seed head. So just let that dry off a minute. I'll just get a little bit of the yellow ochre on the stalk there. Just a little bit of detail and a touch of white. Okay, so this raw sienna now should be nice and dry, so we just take our same paintbrush again, it's all nice and clean. Let's go straight into the pure titanium white, load up the paintbrush. We're just going to go in with dots around the outside edge, like so, with small dots. We're going to create the head of the dandelion. We're building up that paint so it gives it more like a relief look to the actual canvas as well. See that 3D sort of look. Let's go over the top of the sienna there. This titanium white is quite translucent as well, so it gives it a chance for the actual dark colour underneath to come through. So often just give your paintbrush a wash, and notice that I'm picking up a little bit of the colour underneath, and keep it just pure white. Dot it around. Almost like tiny little mounds of paint. We do the same on the other two. Again, try not to cover up too much of the actual seed head centre part. And next one. Like so. Nice and gentle all the way around. So now we're going to do a few little seed heads just blowing off, as if it's being caught by the wind. Little dots again. We have quite a few more around the heads there, and then we'll have less over here, as if a gentle breeze is just blowing them across. Something like that. And to finish this off, what I like to do is get that cocktail stick, put that a little bit of the raw sienna on the end, a very tiny little bit. I'm just going to add little seed heads, just like little lines coming through. Adds out a little bit of detail. Not too much. There. And I think that's pretty much the finished piece. I hope you've enjoyed this tutorial. I look forward to seeing what you come up with in the Little Bits and Pieces by You Facebook group. So now I'll go and show this to Julie, and I hope she likes it.
And thank you, Matt. I absolutely love it, as I knew I would. And that is going to go on this wall above the little chest of drawers. Now I haven't got a frame for it yet, so I'm going to look out a frame, and I'll get that framed before the next episode of My Doll's House Diary and show you how that looks in place. So thank you so much, Matt, for painting that for me. I hope everybody enjoyed the tutorial, and I'll see you again soon. Take care. Bye.